All right, so it is the next morning, and that's a good beginning there, Jody.
It was a dead armadillo.
I told you last night it was an armadillo, and you tried to tell me it was a possum.
It was an armadillo.
Yeah.
Hi everybody. This week on Jody's Journey, I wanted to take you along as I rent an RV for my spring break. As you know, I want to retire in August and I'm going to get an RV, and so I pretty much decided on a Thor Vegas Axis. I wanted 25.5, but this is a 24.1 was the closest one I could find to rent. I got it through RVShare if you're interested in that. So I'm in Missouri. I rented it out of Oklahoma City. And so we're headed just for a few days. We're going to be in Oklahoma, Lake Eufaula. Then we're going to go to Table Rock State Park and see my brother and show him off. I wanted him to see this. Eureka Springs. And who knows, part of the joy is just kind of stopping along the way. I pick it up on Saturday and I don't have to take it back till the next Saturday. And so I thought I'd maybe start off this video by showing you around the RV a little. One of the first things I want to show you, though, my sister's videotaping this for me, and one of the first things I want to show you, though, is where there's a shade that comes down, and because of the lighting in here, I think I'll start off by showing you that. So one of the neat things about this is the big windows, but at nighttime, what you can do is there's a little thing called a nightshade that you can lower. And honestly, my sister and I have just been using the nightshade. We don't even put the side shades up because usually there's nothing. There's usually no one in the campsites we've been in. But this is really nice. Just blocks off that sun so you don't see it so bad when you're sitting in here, or somebody can't see you when they walk by. So what I'd like to do now is to show you some of the features up here in the cockpit, and then we'll walk around and we'll show you the kitchen and the bedroom and the bathroom and things like that. What I love again about sitting up here is I like on the Thor Axis Vegas is like a Class A, so you set up, you have these chairs that rotate, those kind of things, but it's shorter and narrow like a Class C. One of the reasons I fell in love with the Thor Vegas Axis is this right here. You can move your chairs around like this, and there's a little table that comes up here, and we can sit. And this is perfect size for my sister and I to have lunch or something like that. So we've eaten here a few times. Plus, we just like it up to have our drinks and stuff. Another thing that's kind of nice is over here on this side, where my sister sits, the co-pilot, is there's a little work table that flips out. I can get to it here, kind of short, armed, but you can flip this out. So if you wanted to work on a computer or something here, and or like one person could be working on this table, one here, or if you didn't want to put the table up, you could have this work table here. So I really like that. And there's USBs and plugs and stuff up here for that. So, all right. So now I'm going to turn you around, and we're going to take a look at the living room and the kitchen area. Then over here we have the sofa, and it's on a slide out. It's covered because my dog stays here. There's also on the floor here, you can see a couple places you could put a table here. We never use that table. We just find that the little one up front is fine. So I'd probably put a rug over that. Lots of storage up here. Right now we have, that's some of his stuff, the guy that I rented it from. But we have our food up here, stored up here. Sort of my food and my sister's food, because we both kind of just are snacker, like small things for lunch and stuff. We buy some stuff that we make together, but comes around. There's a mirror, which is okay, I guess. I would probably put a picture there or something. That's my phone. Then over here in the kitchen, we have the sink, and then it has this little pop-up thing, which we've used a couple times. But the sink, and then up here is some storage. We've even been using this for our dishes and pots and pans and stuff like that. Down here, we have more storage. In the 25.5, there's no middle shelf. And maybe later, 24.1s, I don't know. But there's no middle shelf, so you can put your trash can in here. Right now, the trash can is behind the driver's seat. But just some nice drawers. And they catch really good, so they don't pop out, when you're going down the road and stuff like that. We have a 3-burner stove, as you can see, with an automatic lighter, which is nice. So that's been nice, propane. And then we have a microwave convection oven, which we've only used the microwave, maybe. Yeah, I made my connoisseur chili with that in a can. So anyway, so that's here. A couple big nice drawers down there for things. And I have Miha's food and water down there on the floor there. Oh, and if you turn around, you can see up above, some of you are familiar with the Thor Axis, has a drop-down bed, which we have not used. It's just, I don't think it's thick enough mattress for anything. And then over here on the right is the TV, which we haven't used yet either. We don't have any Wi-Fi at the camp, so we just kind of read books and stuff like that. So as we go back to the bedroom, you can see we also have a nice refrigerator and freezer with our kitchen. And so it's not huge, but it's really been sufficient for what we need. In fact, we're starting to learn that we don't need to put everything in there, that we can put a few things at a time, you know. And then we have a nice freezer up here. I love my ice, and my sister loves her ice. So we didn't have any ice cube makers, so we just bought a bag of ice. But it's the right place for ice cream. So back here is a set of twin beds. And my sister's over there on that side, and I'm on the other side. I like to have the middle stand on my right. We have a step stool because I'm too short to get up in those overhead bins, or even to get in the bed. Like my sister and I have to launch ourselves up onto the bed at night. So we bought that little step stool. It's a little high, but it's really helped us to get up on the beds. Lots of overhead storage. In fact, we don't really have those full. And again, my sister's got her stuff over her bed, and I've got my stuff over my bed. And the back is like my camera bag and my toiletries. I have more than my sister, so, and that's my stuff over there. And then there's a TV back here as well, plus the heater, which has come in handy, especially at night. And then between the two beds, you can see that there is, what am I trying to say, drawers down there that we put our underwear and stuff in. Kim has the top drawers and I have the bottom drawers. Okay, now Kim's going to back up and we'll show you the wardrobe, and then we'll do the bathroom. It's very hard to get in this bathroom area. So. Okay, now I want to show you the bathroom, and it's a little tight in here to show you. So anyway, you have to push down on this little thing. And this, again, this is the 2015. The newer models are not like this. They have doors that open this way. But on the 2015, you push down on this little thing, and then you pull it out. And it hooks up here on the ceiling. And that creates, what I do like about the Vegas is by doing those, either doors this way or the door like that, is then it opens up the bathroom to be much bigger than what it is. Because one of the problems with the 24.1 is how tiny that the bathroom is. Little bitty sink, little bitty, the shower is tiny, and that. But you can see that by opening that up, it does make it a lot better.
I can't see the shower.
I'm going to take this, and I'm going to show you. Up here is cabinets, and we don't really have anything in there. There's some toilet paper and stuff like that. And I don't even know if I can back up enough, but over here is the shower. And you can just see that it's tiny. We have a tub in there, so you can kind of get a sense of how small this thing is. But it's a tiny, tiny shower. That's why I think one of the reasons I went to 25.5 is that, I mean, this is completely sufficient for weekend or week vacation, but it's tiny. And then here's a sink next to it, which is fine too. And so, anyway, inside of this area is our wardrobe. And it's a pretty nice, I mean, the 25.5 kind of has a double. But I have some hanging clothes. We have a place for our dirty clothes down there and towels. And then down here below is we each have a drawer. And right now we just have like our toiletries and stuff like that in our drawers and stuff like that, so you can see. So now I thought I'd take you on a little tour outside of our Thor Vegas 24.1. As you can see, we love the big windows. It's just so fun to, we went through the Arkansas countryside. It was gorgeous. It's got, these windshield wipers are okay. They're not the best. But we'll come around here to the side. Here on the windows, you want to come around here. We have the big windows here. They're both adjustable. This one's adjustable on the inside. The top one's adjustable on the inside. This one you can do out here. And then these are side view mirrors. That there's a thing inside that will let you see. If you turn your left signal on, this one will come on, or the right signal, the other one will come on. It has one slide out, which is the living room, which is great. That's what we want, because if we go boondocking or spending the lot docking one night or something like that, we don't want to have to put the beds out or anything like that. But it's amazing the amount of space that you get with that little slide out right there. So it's really, really nice. Some storage here. Then back here we have our electric. We're getting a little spoiled. We do like our electric. We don't have to have water, but we do like our electric. So it just goes over here, and that's stored in this big outdoor storage here. Gas tank. If we had TV, but we're not big cable TV watchers anyway. And then over here's your city water connection and an outdoor shower if you wanted that. This is just your black tank and some your propane under there. So not a lot to see back here. Comes with a hitch. I think these are 5,000 or 7,000. I can't remember. Maybe a 7,000 pound hitch. Ladder to your front up there. It does have a backup mirror up there that you can see on the inside. And then we'll come over here, and again, it's got some outdoor storage over here. Nice. Actually, I think the 24.1 has some of the best storage on the Axis. The reason I like, or the Vegas, the reason I like the 25.5 though is because it has more inside space, and I'd rather have more inside space as much as outside space. And then there's a nice awning, which we have not put out because it's been a little too windy, and you never want to put that out. Although it's not too bad right now, but. So that comes out. There is an outdoor TV, which the door isn't working great on that. But again, we don't watch a lot of cable, so we don't need it. And it's been a little cool to watch TV outside. So some more storage down there and our front door. So it's not huge, but that's what I like about it. It's not too big. It's just the right size. There's no door steps that come down, so you don't have to worry about that, working parts on your steps. So. I decided to rent a Vegas 24.1. Mostly to try out the driving. I'm a little nervous about making sure that I can drive something a little different than a Class C. And it drives like a dream. It really just drives like a big van, so I didn't really have any problem with that, although we had quite a bit of wind, which I've mentioned before. Many times during this video, I mentioned that I was wanting to buy the 25.5. As you can see by this layout that I'm showing you, it looks pretty identical to the 24.1, except that the bathroom has been moved to the back. And by doing that, you get a much bigger shower. As you can see here, the 24.1 I think is like 24 by 27. In addition to the bigger shower, you get a double wardrobe. Also, by putting the bathroom in the back, you're not splitting off the bedroom in the front. And my sister and I found on a few occasions where that was sort of an issue in the sense if somebody was stuck up front while someone might have been in the bathroom when they wanted to go to the back or something like that. So, and it's not that much bigger. The 24.1 is 25 and a half feet, and the 25.5 is 27 feet. But otherwise, they're the same width, the same height. And so that's what I like about the Thor Vegas Axis, as I mentioned. It's just really easy to drive. It's smaller feeling than a Class A, and yet it's going to have everything we need. Unfortunately, during this trip, I received word that my school had decided responsibly to move its classes online because of the COVID-19 quarantines that were going on. And so as soon as I got back, I needed to spend the next week focusing on moving all 4 of my classes onto an online environment. I've taught online before, but not for some of these classes, a couple that are computer software classes. So that's been a little challenging this week. We started, or last week, I mean, this week we started teaching online, and it's going fine. But anyway, so I thought that amidst all of this that you might enjoy taking a look at our trip. I will be having some other videos coming out, hopefully, soon, hopefully, about our trip that included, like I said, Oklahoma and Arkansas and Missouri.